All right, today we're at the Tampa Bay Bucs 10th annual Cut and Color for a Cure event, where players, coaches, and staff are cutting and coloring their hair to raise awareness and funds for pediatric cancer. Let's check out this inspiring event. Buccaneers players and staff had their heads or facial hair shaved or colored by children who are battling cancer, all to raise money and awareness for the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation in Tampa. You realize over the past 10 years, the Bucs have raised more than $700,000 through this event.
Complete initiative led by the Glazer family, our entire organization, and players, coaches, past and present. It's going to be an exciting afternoon, but really these kids behind me are the courageous heroes, and it's all about them. Just giving them a day to forget what they're going through, a day for their families to forget what they're going through, and they're going to have some fun. I got my high school look in my hair, but it's all coming off.
We got a lot of people here. We've got more than a dozen warriors out here that are shaving and cutting and trimming players' hairs and staff's hair and then coloring it. It's all about the awareness of building and raising more money for pediatric cancer research.
Bucs Chief Operating Officer Brian Ford knew he can count on former Bucs tight end Rob Gronkowski to help create excitement and spread the word for this great cause.
And I'm super excited about it because it's easy. I like to wake up. I don't have to worry about my hair, and also it's raising money for a good cause as well, and raising awareness for what these kids are going through.
He's just an unbelievable asset to our organization. He's a great partner, wants to be back in Tampa, and he's coming out today, and he's going to have one of these young little boys and girls shave his head, and we couldn't be more proud to have him part of the organization.
Any situation I've ever been through, they're going through a tougher situation than I've ever been through. So these kids are the true inspiration, and that's why I'm here to represent these kids, give them hope, give them faith that they can bounce back, and here to give them support as well, buzzing my hair with them.
You know, today it was all about uplifting the kids who are battling cancer, and they had an absolute blast today, giving the team their fashionable makeovers.
Good to see the smile on some of their faces and just spend some time with them.
I'm happy to be here for a good cause. Those little girls did a really good job. I hope, and I can feel it. I can see it. I know I got a little ponytail in the back.
Well, I had a salt and pepper, so now I'm going with the hot sauce and ketchup look right now. So if I can get that going and keep that, it's well worth it. I thought Leo and Millie did a heck of a job coloring it in for me, and I'm going to see how it looks.
We have a great locker room, and it starts with our veterans like Levante and Mike and everybody here. We want a great team, but we want it starts with a great locker room, and we have that.
It's always a blessing to be a blessing. Putting a smile on these kids' faces and everything, and just out here just having a good time with them, and just seeing them smile, joy, clapping, and everything. So it's a wonderful opportunity.
The fans and kids were also absolutely thrilled to see many former players and coaches who showed up to lend their support.
This is one of my favorite. I think one of the team's favorite too. Get to embarrass the players a little bit, let them have some fun with the kids, and go home with either no hair or colored hair. I think is probably the best thing we can ask for on a day like today.
People that Brian and Gronk have been able to garnish here to make this the Cancer Foundation a success, we're very excited about it.
It's amazing. I'm so happy to be a part of it, and just anything when the Bucs put everything behind it, the excitement in the community, everybody was been talking about it, and then to have some big-time players come out and and get most of them are getting their hair colored. I don't know if they're getting it cut yet, but us old guys, if we cut it, it's not going to grow back. So I think I'm going to get mine colored today.
It definitely gives kids an opportunity to have an experience of a lifetime. Being able to see former football players and current football players outside of their element. We all know that ball players are an influence in our community, and nothing compares to what they go through on a day-to-day basis. So to be able to give them some relief for a day, it seems pleasant.
To get their mind off of what they're going through outside of this facility, and to make their day a little bit brighter, give them something to go back and talk about with all their friends and family. And I see a lot of smiling faces, and they're enjoying it for sure.
Smiles are just unbelievable. It's the best.
For us to come out here and help put a smile on a kid's face for any reason, or an adult's face that has cancer and dealing with something, it helps you realize that the real world is more serious than you think, and appreciate what we have.
The Buc donations over the years means everything to this foundation and these kids.
It's a special moment for these kids. They go through so much trauma and so much anxiety, so this is the day to relax and have fun and live and enjoy.
And oh yeah, WWE Superstar Titus O'Neil stopped by too.
Sometimes we take stuff for granted. We take our presence for granted alone. sometimes, and to be able to put a smile on a kid's face is definitely something that I take great pride in.
Yes, it was a day filled with joy and encouragement, putting smiles on the faces of these courageous kids. That's why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization continued to support the fight against childhood cancer through their annual Cut and Color Funds the Cure.
Thank you very much for all the support for the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Cut and Color event.
The support that we've received in this initiative is just a real example of who Tampa is. And I just want to say thank you to all the listeners and all of Buc Nation out there and Team Tampa for stepping up and trying to, bring awareness to pediatric cancer.
What an absolutely incredible day of inspiration. That's a wrap from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 10th annual Cut and Color for a Cure event. For Good Life Tampa Bay on MOR TV, I'm H. John Mejia. Hey, for more information on the foundation, go to nationalpcf.org. That's nationalpcf.org.